Happy Saturday, everybody. It's me, V, the CPA Scholar, and I'm here with an update on the Ime Udoka. I could be tearing up his name. Scandal that's going on out in these internet streets. It's the Mercury retrograde and people are acting up in these internet streets. I don't know what's happening. It's super crazy. I don't know. People are having all types of audacity on levels we've never seen before. So I just wanted to talk about this here. One of the main reasons I want to talk about this, I've seen people making videos about this situation and having different outlooks on this situation, making all types of wild assumptions. One of my friends, Horace from Black Super Friends, made a whole video about, what makes Nia Long so spectacular. People, I agree. What people get cheated on every day, B. It is what it is. Beautiful women, ugly women. You can't keep a man from cheating. It is what it is. On one of my short videos I put out, I called him her husband because everybody assumed he was her husband because they've been together so long. So they've been together like since I think 2000. Anyways, it's been over 10 years. They've been engaged. They have a kid together. He gave her a shut up ring. They say she don't want to get married. Nobody knows what's going on. Maybe there's a prenup situation going on. But Ime Udoka basically is the head coach for the Boston Celtics, took them to the championship game. We were super proud of him. A brother getting up there, and then Boston of all places. If you know how I feel, I ain't gonna say how I really feel about how the Boston Celtics used to be. They used to call them the ugliest team in the league. I ain't say it. That's what people used to call it. But I had a thing for Gary Payton. Hey, boo. Either way, I had a thing for Gary Payton. I've heard Stephen A. Smith saying that they were racist. Before I finish saying all of this, I don't know these people in real life. It's all alleged. It's all for entertainment purposes. These are my opinions. I ain't got no money for no lawyer. Don't be coming out the back trying to sue me. It's all jokes. But anyway, Stephen A. Smith says some racist stuff. I wouldn't be surprised with Boston because they're known for that type of stuff. If you don't know who Charles Stewart is, look him up. Look him up and you will figure out why people feel the way they do about Boston. The best thing to me that came out of Boston is, of course, Gary Payton. But also New Edition. I'm a super New Edition fan. So Boston, we still love you. You guys have great schools there. And my friend got on here, Horace, and said that, Brett Favre ran off with the plug twice with welfare money. People have been cheating all day. Matt Barnes said people have been cheating all day. People cheat all day at work. Okay, totally get it. But when I first saw the story, I was like, hey, something else is going on for them to roll this out. Like he done pissed off somebody in the front office, or maybe they want to get his black hand out of there. I don't know, but let's pull up some of the tweets and we can talk about what's going on. I got a couple videos for you guys. I actually had time to do some research today. It's a Saturday and I was actually free. Ta-da! Until later, until I go roaming the streets. But let me pull up some of these tweets. The internet is undefeated. It is what it is, right? So let's go on the gram and see what's going on. So Nia Long, yes, Nia Long of Love Jones, of Friday fame, the best man, like one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. She got cheated on. And like I said, people get cheated on out here. And like I said, the words were, she's not spectacular. Why are they coming after him for cheating? They weren't coming after him for cheating. They were coming after him for talking to some chicks at work, supposedly. So let's read some of these tweets. It says, Ime Udoka, and the men are probably more upset than the women, right? Because they feel like he fumbled the bag, right? Ime Udoka cheated on Nia Long. Get him out of the league. These men are a mess. Ime Udoka cheated on Nia Long. What, the entire season for a consensual relationship? That's what a lot of us thought. Players beat their girlfriends and commit crimes and face less punishments. The devil is not, it's a liar most of the time, but this is the truth. And somebody did a mic drop. The Celtics about to sign Tristan Thompson. Oh, Lord. You know how I feel about Tristan third trimester Thompson to pair with his cheating bro, Ime. Cheating on Nia Long, end of days has to be upon us because there ain't no way. Somebody said, I can't handle all the cheating stories, single for life. And they said, no one is safe. Y'all know damn well nobody is safe. Anybody can be cheated on. Fumbling Nia Long as a dude who averaged 5.2 points per game is wild. You know, the dude's got to come with the sports statistics. And they're like, which report and who is speculating? I'm pretty sure if Woj or Shams are tweeting about Boston possibly suspending him the entire season, his details of the story are fairly sound, whether public or not yet. Tell her not to be a homewrecker in the future. Then somebody says homewrecker is incredibly sexist. It takes two to tango, and the great onus is on the person who's in a higher position of authority, in this case, Ime, to behave ethically. And two, they're saying it's a member of the staff. It doesn't take a lot to figure out who it is. So there is speculation on who they think that it is. It gets wilder. So like I said, apparently they've been together 10 plus years or whatever, and all heck broke loose. And then this guy, he was speaking facts to me. The situation with Udoka is a little more complex than the office affair. You will find out shortly when you find out who the woman or women are. The timeline won't be pleased. Yes, I feel like that's why they splashed him all over. Nia Long came out the back and actually spoke on this because everybody was feeling sorry for her. Some people were like, well, maybe they have an understanding that he could be out here because they've been together too long. Supposedly there's been cheating rumors out here for the longest. Let's see what she said. So Nia Long claims Ime Udoka knew about the scandal months before, telling her, saying she just moved to Boston with their son 2 weeks ago. So everybody was speculating whether she knew or not. She did not know. Leave it to a dude. It's happened to me. Leave it to a dude to wait till last minute to tell you something is about to happen, or wait till something horrendous happens to put you down on what's about to happen to you or what has already happened. It's like dudes try to figure stuff out themselves, or I mean, that is so wrong. She moved from where she lived all the way to Boston with their son, and 2 weeks later, the cheating scandal comes out. They said that he knew since July he was under investigation. So here it goes. Neighbor, this thank you to the neighborhood talk. Neighbors, get into this. Nia Long is in disarray after learning about the scandal involving her fiance, Ime Udoka, and an inappropriate relationship with a female staff member on the Celtics team. According to TMZ, Nia knew nothing about the affair and didn't find out until a few days before the world did. And guess what? She has to go promote The Best Man, that final chapter. Yeah, I know how much I love The Best Man. Sources close to Nia and the situation say Nia and the couple's 10-year-old son, Kez, moved to Boston just 2 weeks ago to settle down. They were looking at houses as a family and plan to push their relationship forward. But unbeknownst to Nia, Ime knew this scandal was about to go public, but didn't warn Nia about it. Apparently, Ime was aware that the organization would be launching an investigation into the relationship all the way back in July, but he never mentioned this to Nia once prior to their moving to Boston. The source claims that he only told Nia a few days before it made the news because he knew it was about to come out. Y'all. Nia says there's an outpouring of love, and basically she wants privacy. Well, she's thankful for the support from the family, friends, and the community because we love her. We love her over here in the Black streets. And she wants a little privacy while she figures out what's going on. I can respect that. Y'all want to blame her for him getting in trouble. The lady was just minding her Black business, and this all came out. So I wanted to show another video before I go. So other people were jumping in, just like y'all were jumping in and saying, what if they set him up? What if it's racial? And it totally could be, because I've seen people do a lot worse. What if it's racial? What about, all this other stuff? So I'm like, okay, cool. I could dig that. It could be totally racial, but I'm like, why would you let this lady get set up like this? And you knew that this was about to go down. So I wanted people chimed in like Matt Barnes. So let's listen to this video. Shout out to Call Me Pink for pulling up this video, and let me be blessed with it.
Was just handed down by the team for an inappropriate, consensual sexual situation with a female that worked in the organization. I've been in the league played in the league for a long time. Anyone who played in the league could tell you this is a very common situation. This is not new news for people who've been in the league or even around organizations. I've seen it from owners to executives to coaches to players to trainers to therapists to dancers to PR ladies. Like, this is not uncommon.
Well, after more information has started to flood out, Matt Barnes has since had a change of tune. Now take a look at what he had to say today.
So last night I spoke on this Ime Udoka situation without having all the facts. And I think
It's your home, and there's no place like Wayfair to make your reach-in closet feel like a walk.
as a part of the media, often the media speaks to something, and when they're wrong, they won't come out and say it. And since I'm a part of the media now, and I try not to be like everyone else, I try to, report and talk with facts and honesty. And I clearly have to say, last night, without knowing all the facts, I spoke on Ime Udoka's defense. And after finding out the facts after I spoke, I erased what I posted, because this situation in Boston is deep, it's messy, it's 100 times uglier than any of us thought. And that's why I erased what I said. Some things happened that I can't condone, I can't back. And it's not my place to tell you what happened. If it ends up coming out, it ends up coming out. But that was the reason why I erased in my post last night, because after I posted it, I got a call from someone who had all the details, and the shit is deep. So, man, praying for everybody involved. Hope everyone gets through this. And I saw a lot of blogs picked up what I said, even though it was only on my page for like 2 minutes. So hopefully they pick this up too, for me being wrong and jumping out there without the facts. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. God bless, and I hope everyone has a good weekend.
Baby, something is deep out in these streets. From what I heard, allegedly, it's not just one woman, it's multiple women. Some of the relationships was consensual. Some of them, what made it blow up was apparently say it was after everything was done, maybe they both said it was consensual. If you've ever seen Queen Sugar, this is almost the exact storyline of Davis and Charlie, and I'm like, oh my God. But anyways, they say that he was fooling with one of them top dogs' wife, allegedly, and fooling with several other people, and one of the relationships went left because he started saying inappropriate comments, and they say it's a whole big thing. And so when they first put it out, just like they were calling him Nia Long's husband, and I put it out there like that, and then come to find out he's not. They've just been engaged forever and a day. It sounded like he gave her a shut up ring or whatever the hell happened. This story is way bigger and it's going to roll out, because I was sitting here, I was like, why would they suspend this man for a year? People cheat up on the job. I'm not supposed to say that all the time. I mean, it's a known. That's why they have the whole Me Too. And then they have, you can't be fooling up with somebody who reports directly to you. And I mean, because there's a power dynamic going on. So it's super duper crazy. Let me bring this article up and then I will finish my commentary. But y'all, they done pulled Nia Long into some mess and she's going along for the ride. And he probably told her right before, when he knew what was gonna come out. So imagine how this lady was suffering once she find out. Y'all love to embarrass a bitch. Y'all love that. Oh my God. It's like it feels better. Like it tastes better. I don't know. Y'all just love to embarrass somebody. Jesus. Can't keep it in the pants. Love it around here. Embarrassing bitches all up and through. Jesus. Let me see. I stick to what I said. The best thing that came out of Boston was New Edition. Okay. On Gary Payton. All right. Let's see if it's showing on my screen. I might need to do it again. Boop, 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 boop. See, when you're doing real life television, Real stuff happened, B. Real stuff happened. Here we go. I don't know how to say this man's name, but Wick Grosek. All right, spoke on it. Celtics owner Wick Grosek speaks on Ime Udoka's season-long suspension. Something substantial needed to be done. Y'all, when it hits, I'm scared. Anyways, a day after the Boston Celtics suspended head coach Ime Udoka for the entire 2022-2023 season, the team's owner and president held a news conference to answer questions for the first time about their investigation. The Celtics announced Thursday night that Udoka had been suspended for violations of team policies. Owner Wick Grosbeck and team president Brad Stevens took questions at Overbeck Center in Brighton and admitted that they could not say much due to the privacy of the people involved. I heard y'all been hunting down whoever Becky with the good hair is, even though it might be a sister. We don't know who it is, but they have videos about who the lady they threw up there who turned out not to be the lady he was messing with, how fine she was, how it was okay. Y'all and y'all preferences, boy. Lord Jesus. Anyway, he said, but they did reveal that the Celtics became aware of the situation in July and immediately brought in an outside firm to investigate. Oh, Lord, they had to bring an outside firm. That investigation concluded on Wednesday, leading to Thursday's decision to suspend Udoka for the upcoming season. Something is wrong, you guys. I'm scared to find out what it is. Grosbeck said that there were a couple of violations, couple means two, by Udoka, who has accepted and agrees with the franchise's decision. He he just apologized to his family and whoever he hurt, and he's had no further comment. Asked if the suspension, which Grosbeck said carries a significant financial penalty to Udoka, was too harsh, Grosbeck pushed back. This felt right, but there's no clear guidelines for any of this. He said, this is conscious and gut feeling being here 20 years. And by the way, the NBA didn't suspend them. It was Boston themselves, the actual team. I'm responsible for the decision, but it took a lot of advice from partners. We collectively came to this. It was not clear what to do, but it was clear that something substantial needed to be done. And then for those of you who are complaining that they told what happened, imagine you paying all these season tickets, all this money into the franchise, and then a coach that takes you to the championship gets suspended. You don't think people were going to want answers? Sometimes y'all have to think about what the hell y'all are talking about. Reports on Thursday said Udoka had a consensual relationship with a female staff member that violated team rules. According to a new report in the Athletic early Friday, the female staff member recently accused him of making unwanted comments towards her. The other setup is he could be totally innocent, but because he fooled with this lady on the job, you never know if they're scorned. You don't know what's going on. It's always a risk you take. She could turn around and say unwanted comments. People get reported at work for not even doing anything. It's definitely a big risk to be thinking with that little head. I want to apologize to our players, fans, and the entire Celtics organization and my family for letting them down, Udoka said in a statement to ESPN's Malika Andrews Thursday night. I am sorry for putting the team in this difficult situation, and I accept the team's decision. Out of respect for everyone involved, I will have no further comment. And then you guys blaming the fact that he's Nigerian and his culture to have mad bitches. Great. That's fine. That's great. Get bitches that are not at the job. And if you get bitches that are not at the job, if you do get bitches that are not at the job, make sure they have enough to lose too. Something went down or something was going to come out and they had to protect people. And I believe that's why he went down. Grosbeck said Friday that no one else in the Celtics organization is facing punishment in the matter. There's no guarantee that Udoka will return to the job after suspension is up. Maybe somebody will pick him up because he'd take people to championships. And apparently, according to Matt Barnes, everybody knocking boots all around the thing. I'm showing my age. So, yeah. Grosbeck said those discussions will not happen until a later time. So they suspended him. They probably hoping he'll quit so they don't have to pay his ass. They probably spoke to legal before they did all of this. Stevens said that Celtics players are obviously shaken by the revelations. He confirmed that the Celtics assistant Joe Mazzulla will take over for Udoka on the bench. Stevens was clearly shaken up and hurt by the damage that the social media speculation did to uninvolved women in the organization on Thursday. Y'all pulled all types of chicks up in there, boy. It has obviously been a hard time. The only thing I would like to say is that we have a lot of talented women in our organization, and yesterday was really hard on them. Y'all love to blame the women. Don't get me started on that freaking PNB Rock thing. Lord, PNB Rock. Yes, y'all, oof, my God. And Emotional Stevens told reporters, nobody can control Twitter speculation, rampant bull-ish. But I do think we as an organization have responsibility to support them now. A lot of people were dragged unfairly in that. I would just add that and go from there. I am concerned about the situation and its impact on everyone in the Celtics organization. At Grossbeck, I hope this represents the beginning of a new chapter, a chance to move forward with these things to some extent resolved. I'm confident in everyone here, including Brad Stevens, those on the roster, the business staff, and that we'll get through this together as a family. We think our culture is very strong and we're very proud of it, but this has shaken it, said Grossbeck. I don't think there's a wider issue than what we spent several months uncovering. Woo! I don't think it goes more broadly. The Celtics will hold their media day on Monday with training camp getting underway on Tuesday. Y'all, I don't know what they're saying this man did, Jesus. I don't know what they're saying this man did. But it goes to say, especially in Boston, a man of color possibly flirting with the unmelanated people. Ime, you know better than that. I know you know better than that, my Nigerian brother. I know you know better than that. And then, like I said, stop blaming Nia Long. Don't worry about if she's spectacular, what she got going on. They could have totally had an understanding, but this man took his behind the work and got beside himself, allegedly. I have mixed feelings about Matt Barnes. He's all right with me. I'm gonna stick with him as a member of the quote unquote media. I'm gonna wait for more stuff to come out. But the way y'all jumped on the bandwagon with this audacity, oh, Nia Long this, oh, Nia Long that. I mean, Michael Blackson was being funny saying that, rich men deserve a month pass because that's what he do with his old lady or whatever. But you got to have that money. I guess you got to have that money to cheat. High value man. High value. That's why a sister like me, I'm over here enjoying, which I say people hit the wall at 35. I'm enjoying the hell out this wall. It's cute at this wall. I got plans. I got all types of stuff at this wall. But either way, greetings from the wall. With that being said, love who loves you. Hopefully they don't cheat on you. Anyways, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the Sepia Scholar is what's out. I love y'all.